Well done. Nice job. Good morning and welcome to the Boulder Valley Unitarian Universalist Fellowship, to this morning of sharing laughter and play to fill up our cups. I'm Kelly LoGuidice, your worship associate for today. My pronouns are she and her. I'm joined by worship leader Karin Griglak, with our music by Tad Koriath and Jenny Bernstein. Today's tech team is Paula Zimmerman and Deborah Mensch and Kathy Partridge on Zoom. Our Sunday support person is Constance Holden, and she'll be at the back at the end of service if you need someone to talk with today. If you haven't had an opportunity to write down your joys and concerns in the book at the back, right by Deborah there and Constance, this is a good time to get it in there. As I say the welcome words today, I'm going to invite you on Zoom to scroll through the screen so you can experience the beauty of this congregation. And I'm going to invite all of you to join me when I say the phrase, "You are welcome here." You are all welcome here today. In all the beauty of languages, cultures, skin tones, shapes and sizes, gifts and challenges that come together in your uniqueness. You are welcome here. In all the ways you experience and express gender, in the beauty that is who you are and how you love, you are welcome here. In all the ways you make your living and the places you're from, with all the traditions that inform your spiritual life, you are welcome here. No matter how long you are away, nor how soon you will return, whether you come with laughter and joy in your heart or your heart has tears, you are welcome here. You are invited to join us with a curious mind, a loving heart, and a willing spirit. We welcome you today. Well done. Thank you. So let's join together in saying our congregational covenant. It'll be up on the screen. Here we go. And someone taught me once that it doesn't matter the speed that you say it. You don't have to say it all in unison as long as you say the words. So it's okay if you're a little behind somebody or a little in front of somebody as you say it. We covenant to be a fellowship welcoming to all, where our differences are a source of deep learning and spiritual growth. We strive to promote love, reason, and respect as we work together to build a just and compassionate world. If you're new here, we are glad you have found us and hope that in this community, whether you're here with us in person or virtually, you can experience the warmth and love of this congregation. Some of our Sundays look a little different around here, so come back a few times and get to know us. We have many opportunities during the week for social connection and spiritual growth. Those on Zoom can check out the links in the chat to help you get connected. And those in person can stop by the welcome table in the foyer for information, and you can also fill out our newcomer form. And it's in the QR code in the back of the hymnals underneath the chairs. If you would like to view a simple order of service for today's service in your phone, please scan the QR code on our screens now, or click on the link in the Zoom chat. And if you're joining us on Zoom, feel free to greet each other in the Zoom chat. If you're a newcomer, let us know on Zoom so we can greet you. We know who's among us. And everyone on Zoom, you're welcome to stay for casual conversation following the service. But here today, you're welcome to coffee hour in the fellowship, and you're going to hear a little bit later about Sweet Cow Moo Mobile is going to be here for some ice cream. But now we're going to be lighting our chalice. On Zoom, if you have a chalice at home, you can light it with me as I light as Karin fellowship chalice and writes in the Zoom chat, chalice, if you're on Zoom, write in the Zoom chat, chalice lit, and the name of your town so we know who you are. Okay, now let's say the words of the chalice lighting. We light this chalice for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of action. And now I'll sing our bowl again, inviting it to draw you deeper into the present moment and this beloved community. Follow the sound of the bowl into about a minute of silence.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome. I am Karin Griglak. I am your service lead for today, and we are glad that you are with us. And my pronouns are she and her. I want to introduce a few words this morning by C. Joy Bell C. There is some kind of a sweet innocence in being human, in not having to be just happy or just sad, in the nature of being able to be both broken and whole, all at the same time. I'm going to invite us to start our service by our time of community connection and our time of sacred sharing. If you're on Zoom and you would like to share a joy or concern, we invite you to type it into the chat, and I will read it later after we read the in-person joys and concerns. I will read aloud what you share, and Kelly will add a stone to our sacred waters on your behalf.
We're just looking for...
And one last stone for all those things happening in the world that we have no explanation for. I am not one who is particularly good at prayer, but I do bring you a blessing. It is a Druid blessing, so feel free to insert spiritual being or belief that it is a good Sunday into your O Spirits. Grant, O Spirits, thy protection, and in protection, strength, and in strength, understanding, and in understanding, knowledge, and in knowledge, the knowledge of justice, and in the knowledge of justice, the love of it, and in the love of it, the love of all existences. And in the love of all existences, the love of spirit and all goodness. Blessed be. I would like to invite you all to join in the singing of our pastoral hymn. It's number 15 in your hymnals if you would like the music, since it's been a very long time since we did it. The Lone Wild Bird, number 15 in the gray hymnal. Please remain seated. Each week, we remind ourselves of the abundance of our lives and this community by giving half of our plate away to those organizations that share our values. This week's half plate will go to Sunflower Seeds Ukraine. Your donation will help them provide medical aid and protective gear to small groups of Ukrainian defenders, as well as humanitarian assistance to affected citizens who are besieged by Russian forces. Sunflower Seeds Ukraine are a multinational, 100% volunteer organization with team members in Ukraine and direct contacts on the front lines. Our fellowship's task force Preserving Democracy in Ukraine works closely with Sunflower Seeds Ukraine. And be sure to attend today's task force presentation after the service at 11:45 by Mara Innes about her time in a respite camp for returning Ukrainian veterans, and Ned Breslin, one of my heroes, I might be geeking out a little bit here, who is the former director with World Central Kitchen and who will share frontline insights from his time in Ukraine. So thankful Ned is with us today. So is Maria here and Ned? Is Ned here? Oh, please stand so we can recognize you. Thank you for being with us today. Thank you, Ned. You can text your donation at the number on the screen, or if you're at the fellowship today, place a donation in the offering plate as it passes. Please give generously as you often do. for the work of this fellowship, bringing love, reason, compassion, and justice to this world. And for Sunflower Seeds Ukraine, we dedicate these offerings.
Happiness is finding a pencil, pizza with sausage, telling the time. Happiness is learning to whistle, tying your shoe for the very first time. Happiness is playing the drum in your own school band, and happiness is walking hand in hand. Happiness is 2 kinds of ice cream, knowing a secret, climbing a tree. Happiness is 5 different crayons, catching a firefly, setting him free. Happiness is being alone every now and then, and happiness is coming home again. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you. Happiness is having a sister, sharing a sandwich, getting along. Happiness is singing together when day is through, and happiness is those who sing with you. Happiness is morning and evening, daytime and nighttime too. For happiness is anyone and anything at all that's loved by you.
Thank you for making me cry, Jenny. I appreciate it. Joy does not arrive with a fanfare. Donna Ashworth, in her poem Joy Chose You, starts with that line. And I'm going to finish her poem because it's beautiful. Joy does not arrive with a fanfare on a red carpet with the flowers of a perfect life. Joy sneaks in as you pour a cup of coffee, watching the sunlight hit your favorite tree just right. And you usher joy away because you are not ready for her. Your house is not as it should be for such a distinguished guest. But joy cares nothing for your messy home or your bank balance, or your waistline. You see, joy is supposed to slither through the cracks of your imperfect life. That's how joy works. You cannot truly invite her. You can only be ready when she appears. And hug her with meaning. Because in this very moment, joy chose you. The day before I came to the Service Associates planning meeting for this month, I got up, I had my morning coffee meditation, and then I began to doom scroll all of the day's current events. It was incredibly overwhelming in all of the worst ways. And then I got a notification from somebody that I follow on YouTube and Instagram. And yes, I do recognize for some of the people in this room, I am speaking a foreign language. But please just bear with me this morning. This notification was for a video from a person named Michael Brown, who goes by Your Bestie Misha on Instagram and on YouTube, and I watched it. And they reminded me of something really, really important, that if we don't laugh when the world is burning, then we burn too. And I decided right then and there that that was what we needed for a service. Misha began the video talking about a woman who was laughing in his favorite coffee shop. He went in to get a coffee and something to eat, and this woman is just laughing and giggling. And they smile at each other, and she apologized that she was watching a video of cats knocking things over and that she was just tickled. So Misha going, well, you can't keep this to yourself if it's that funny, let's watch it. So he sits down at her table and she turns the phone to him and they watch it together and they're sitting there giggling together in the middle of a coffee shop. And when it was over, they both laughed for another little while, and she turns to him and says that is the first time that she has laughed all day. And it might be the first time that she's really laughed all week. We look at the news and inflation is up. Job growth is almost non-existent. Wars are continuing. Rights are being eroded. Empathy is seen by too many people as a weakness. Shootings continue, and literally everything is either on fire or underwater due to climate change. And that doesn't even begin to touch on the personal things that are going on in our lives. It's really easy to trudge through the day just trying to figure out how your tired self will get through fighting the good fight for another day when you realize you haven't laughed, really laughed today, or this week, or maybe for several weeks. Laughter and joy is not to be saved for when things look better, because the world has always been and always will be a complicated place. I try to balance my anxieties and my doom scrolling about the world with hope. I have to find ways to fill my cup so that I can help to fill others' cups and help the work get done. But I can't do that if I can't smile and I don't have the energy. So I look for the stories where humans are doing good things. Elections are being won against all odds by compassionate and thoughtful leaders. I look for places where I can share togetherness with others and share a silly meme And for those of you who have absolutely no idea what I just said, I want you to think back to the 80s and the 90s. Those motivational posters like a cat hanging from a tree that says, "Hang in there." This is the current digital version of that, but a little bit snarkier. Maybe a little sillier. They're designed to uplift a friend, give them a giggle. So I will send a meme to a friend and find other outlets to be creative, either by myself or with others. So Kelly and I are going to ask you to join in sharing joy and creativity today. Those of you on Zoom, we want to invite you in your home or wherever you are to join in too. In this fellowship, we have a table with some adult coloring pages and coloring books. The table is back there. You can turn chairs around to put more people at it. We're going to invite you to go color. Anyone is welcome. You are also welcome on Zoom. All of these are also for you all. If you want to share memes, for some of you, it might be better to find somebody slightly younger who knew what the word was to begin with. But share some memes with each other, say over toward the back. If you would like to tell stories because you didn't know that you could bring something, everybody take up this area, grab a couple of people and tell silly stories from your life, your children, the cat that you rescued from the tree that didn't need rescuing because as soon as you got up on the ladder, it climbed right down. If you brought something to knit, crochet, needlework, or something else, sit over by the coloring folks. If you need a moment of meditation, because that is where you find your happy place or you find your joy, we have some meditation cushions. Feel free to grab one. And if some of you are wondering why you came this morning, and you are wondering if Kelly and I have gone a little soft in the head or lost our minds entirely, I ask you not to wait until we turn around to sneak out and drive away in your car. If any of this sounds like it might be just way too much for where you're at this morning, we invite you to come sit out in the garden and take a few minutes to just appreciate the nature and the fact that it's not 90 degrees and it's not raining. We know that this is going to be out of your comfort zone for some of you, possibly many of you, that you are being invited to play this morning, to celebrate joy and creativity and just being a little silly. We're going to give you 10 minutes this morning to just tell stories, share funny things on your phone, be creative, take in some nature, get some meditation on, or whatever else will bring you joy this morning. Those of you who are on Zoom, if you decide to go sit out in your garden, I invite you to set a 10-minute timer so that you can come back. We have more music, and it is lovely, and many of you in this room will actually know it. We also have some announcements and some other words, but if you don't drive away, you get to stay for ice cream. So I'm going to invite everybody to find a place, do something fun, try to enjoy yourselves, and I'm sorry for those I'm making uncomfortable. You used to play once upon a time, and I know you can do it again. So I want to welcome you back. If you are happy coloring or happy with the people that you're sitting with, stay right where you're at. You don't have to go back to your seats. So we've got some more music. This one is 59th Street Bridge Song. And in case you had no idea what that is, we're feeling a little groovy this morning. So when I was younger, my mother loves music and would play the radio all the time. And when this would come on the radio, she would grab me and we would start dancing around the kitchen, terribly, but we would dance around the kitchen. So if you are so moved, feel free to sing along, feel free to dance along. You may rise as you so desire, and you may dance as well or as badly as you want. Yes. You are all welcome here.
Yes. Sing, dance. Just bounce a little if you want. Whatever feels good. Slow down when you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last just kicking down the cobblestones. Looking for fun, feeling groovy. I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do-do-do, feeling groovy. I got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dabbled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, on its groovy. Slow down when you move too fast. You gotta make the morning last just kicking down the cobblestones. Looking for fun and feeling groovy. Lamps, what you knowing? I come to watch your flowers growing. Ain't you got no rhymes for me? Do-do-do, feeling groovy. I got no deeds to do, no promises to keep. I'm dabbled and drowsy and ready to sleep. Let the morning time drop all its petals on me. Life, I love you, on its groovy. On its
That was Paul Simon and Garfunkel, or Garfunkel. Well, that was so much fun. We are going to encourage you to rise in body or spirit and join us in our chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this chalice, but not the warmth of love, the light of truth, nor the energy of action. These we carry in our hearts until we meet again. All right, be seated, please, for our announcements. First from Tad Koryath, our music director, and then from our treasurer, Sue Reddick.
Hello, everyone. I just have a couple of musical events that I'd like to share with you coming up in September. Next Saturday, September 6th, our very own Jeremy Dion is having an album release party. And it's here, Saturday, September 6th at 2 p.m. His latest album, it's called Another Perfect Day, and it's promoting mental health for kids of all ages. So come and celebrate next Saturday here with Jeremy. Suggested donation of $15. Kids 10 and under are free. And then the next day, Sunday, September 7th, next week, is our in-gathering and water service. And then after that, at about 11:30, we're going to have another special musical performance. The Djembe Orchestra of Colorado is going to be here performing some fun, kind of African-inspired music. There are about 30 or 40 drummers, and that's free. So just maybe plan to stick around after service next week and enjoy that. And then fast forwarding to the end of the month, Saturday, September 27th, the Sphere Ensemble is going to be back. They're a fantastic chamber string group, and they perform a variety of music, classical, their own kind of pop arrangements. How many of us here have been to a Sphere performance? This is their third time here. It's quite good, quite good. And they have a pay-what-you-can ticket option as well. So I think the standard cost is like $45, but you can choose to pay what feels right for you. And all this information will be coming out again in Connections Weekly and an email from me that you can look forward to. Thanks.
Thank you. My name is Sue Reddick. My pronouns are she and her. I serve on the board as your treasurer. 2 announcements today, just to kind of reinforce things you've heard during the service. First thing that's happening after the service is at 11:45 in the Mountain View Room. Join the Preserving Democracy in Ukraine Task Force for 2 powerful presentations. Ned Breslin, former director with World Central Kitchen, will share frontline insights from his time in Ukraine, featured in his book, Praise Song, Delivering Food on the Ukrainian Frontline. All proceeds from his book, the book costs $15, support the task force's Ukraine efforts. And Maria Innes will speak about her recent visit to Ukraine and the Tepla Gora Retreat Center, which offers healing space for returning veterans. And secondly, the Sweet Cow Moo Mobile will be here from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. in the parking lot outside of Fellowship Hall. All are invited to an ice cream social. Come enjoy a scoop with all the fixins or an ice cream sandwich and celebrate the fact that we're alive. And as you heard in Joys and Concerns, this is being sponsored by Jean Canella, and it is in honor of all of us who are turning 80 this year. Non-dairy options are available, and this is a free event. Thank you.
I would like to invite all of you to rise in body or in spirit. If you are comfortable holding hands or touching shoulders, please do. If you're not, give yourself a big hug because you still deserve it. Howard Thurman writes in Meditations of the Heart, "Whatever may be the tensions and the stresses of a particular day, there is always lurking close at hand the trailing beauty of forgotten joy or unremembered peace. May you go out into your day and into your week and find that forgotten joy or unremembered peace and share it with your world. Blessed be." Now go eat ice cream.